Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto and Carnivore, thus making me a Carnivish person. Are your ketos, are you, sorry, are your carbohydrates total or net? I always suggest total. Net is way too loosey-goosey. It's like having, it's like being on a diet and being allowed one of, and so the one of that you choose is like a 4 pound apple, but it's just one apple, things like that. So I like things a little bit more accurate in my life. I have been practicing this Carnivish way about 3 to 4 weeks now. And the past week or so, I've been posting what it is that I eat in a day. The very small salad of sweet baby lettuce from Olivia's that shows up in the chronometer as um, garden state something something. So I have 25 grams of that with 12 grams, depending on how the ghee measures out, 12 grams of ghee and macadamia nut oil that I kind of melt in my tiny little cup. And then I pour that over the salad right before dining. And then I have 10 to 12 ounces of very fatty meats. I cooked up, as you saw on the Big Green Egg, Greg cooked, I should say, tons of different types of protein. And chuck eye steaks were some of them. They were this cute little, like 4.5 ounces, perfect size. And then spare ribs, filet mignon, and ribeye. And so, yeah, it tastes so good. It'll probably be done again this week as I compile all the sale things. But the flyers didn't come in the mail yesterday like they usually do on a Wednesday, so I will be compiling what I'm getting. But I know that Whole Foods doesn't have anything that's on my short list. The only protein they have is chicken breast, and I'm not into that, even though I have it scheduled on my foods for tomorrow. But my question to you is, are you challenged by anything in your food plan which you wish you knew more about or had more information or could kind of thin out in your week? Do you aim for lower carbs total, or do you just put in what you're having and that's how it goes and you figure I'm under 20 total? I know that for me, I guess I am on maintenance. I weighed the exact same as I weighed last week, and 122.8. And I do feel leaning out. I do feel that there's muscle replacing things, and muscle does weigh more than fat. But I try not to get wrapped up about the weight. I do it once a week, and at some point I will do it once every 2 weeks. But as long as I'm in that range, I'm happy. I don't cheat. I don't cut corners. I don't mess around. I weigh and measure and enjoy. And I know that with the foods that I'm having, 25 grams of lettuce and the protein, that, there's not much else that's squeezed in. My coffees, other people have been saying that their coffees have carbs in them, and their heavy whipping cream has carbs in them. I drink organic Valley heavy whipping cream with 0 carbs. So the garbage doesn't exist in those tablespoons that I have in my coffees every day. And the coffee that I drink is VitaCup. And I'm inundated with ads because I order it online, so of course it always feeds in. But that also says 0 carbs. So I'm not having coffee ground carbs like I see some people having, or listing. A couple of my clients list their coffees, and they have carbs in them. So that's why when I'm challenged on the carb part, why are your carbs so low? Both the VitaCup and the Organic Valley heavy whipping cream both say 0 carbs on their packaging. So it's not like I'm trying to sidestep what somebody else might be doing. I don't count any part of the lemon that I squeeze on my magnesium and potassium powders that I get from bulk supplements through Amazon. I don't include if there's any carbs in that half a lemon. They've been so big lately that it's just half of a lemon. So that's why things are low when I tell you what I have with my macros. So I just wanted to straighten that out. But are some of you challenged? I when I gave up, I've given up my XYLA and my erythritol. It's organic. Oh gosh, I'm not remembering the name of it, the brand name, but it's organic. So I gave up my sweeteners in my coffee, and that was a big, big deal for me. I wasn't a diet soda drinker or a diet artificial sweetened any kind of thing like sports drinks or any of that stuff. I gave up the flavored waters. Now I just drink the mineral waters. Somebody said they have had some mineral waters the other day, and they said sorry, it didn't cut it for them. I told them to mail me the rest of the bottle. I'll wait for the postman on that one, right? So my crutch was not diet sodas. My crutch was gum. And I used to chew 10 to 15 pieces a day. And then one day, I don't know why, I noticed the carbs on the packages. And I had different varieties, so it wasn't just like one kind all the time. And they had each chiclet had between 1 and 2 carbs in it. And I was having 10 to 15 a day. To me, that was my stress reliever. It was also an incredible gas builder, right? Because I talked as I chewed and I swallowed my air. And so when I saw the carbs in that, it was like crazy, crazy. So I did find Velemint at Trader Joe's, and I would have half of that chiclet, and it had less than a carb in it for one chiclet, and then just having half of it. And that did me well for a while. And then I went, it's the habit as much as it was carbs, Sarah. And I went, oh. So then I gave up all gums. And that was a couple of years ago. And I'm very glad that I did. It was just one of those other habits whose time had come to give up. And I'm very glad that I did. Now I have, so I'm doing my Carnivish, especially Monday through Friday with the small salad and the double the meat that I was having. And I'm enjoying that. Today I'm having some scrambled eggs with cheese along with my tenderloin. I will go into that in a bit. And so my carbs are a little bit higher today. But I still consider myself Carnivish. I'm having dairy products, not other things. And the 25 grams of the salad is still something I'm holding on to. It was 30 last week. This week it's 25. So things are going down, and I'm liking it. I have no more asparagus. I was having that on Sunday from the Big Green Egg, and now it's down to like 1.5 ounces of cauliflower crumbles cooked on the Big Green Egg in a cast iron pan. And Brussels sprouts shavings, the like little crisp things. I'm having a few ounces of those along with the ribeye on Sunday. And then the keto pizza. And I watched a Dr. Oz show yesterday about cauliflower, and they started off with the cauliflower crust pizza. And the nutritionist on there, her name is JJ, not JJ Virgin, but JJ something else, and she has a book out, Think Yourself Thin, I think. And she did the comparison of a regular crust, frozen pizza crust, with a cauliflower crust. And she said, beware, the carbs are about the same, and there could be more calories if you buy the frozen cauliflower pizza. If you buy the cauliflower crust, one of my clients is, and there's 6 grams in the crust. It's a 9-inch crust, And I don't know where she got it, but I think on, you Google it, a 9-inch cauliflower crust pizza, and I'm sure you could get, plenty of information about it. But 6 carbs, 6 total carbs. I'm hoping, I don't know if it's net, I didn't look it up. But that's working for her, and then she can put her own toppings on it. And she did, and it sounded delicious. And I think that's going to be her Saturday night treat as well. So we tweak and we learn as we go. There are lots of differences in lettuces. In case you don't look, you just buy what you like. So beware. Some can come in higher. Try to stay away from spinach salads because of the oxalates. And, I've kind of been fascinated with them in my journey of, just digging a little bit deeper each time. And it started because Keto Matt, of course, he definitely is my trailblazer. And when he says, he never says don't have. He just says, after I've quit something, he said, well, girlie, it's really good you gave that up. And that would be the oxalates in the spinach. And he said something about salicylates, but I can't remember what that is. But all along the way, he's always been a good guide in the differences that I'm choosing as I'm just fine-tuning my Carnivish lifestyle. So today is the tenderloin that we cooked on the big grain egg. And I'm having 2 scrambled eggs, an ounce of organic Valley cream cheese, I think 25 grams of bacon along with that, the tenderloin, and only 22 grams of the lettuce because that's all that was left in the Olivia's little clamshell package. So these are my macros for the day. My calories are 1,341. My protein is 87.7. My carbs are 2.2, and my fat is 110.4 grams. I'm very happy with that combo, and it's going to be a delicious little plate. And I've been taking the pictures as I've told you, so hopefully I remember to take the pictures. The eggs that I choose are the organic free-range Pete and Jerry Jumbo. There's 90 calories in each one. And when I do my carbs, the thing that's great about the Cronometer, you can see what it is, where the carbs are coming from. 1 gram from the Organic Valley cream cheese, 0.8 from the State Garden baby butter lettuce, and the bacon is 0.4. So, yeah, that's what I love about Cronometer, because you can really zero in on the top contributors of what it is that you're having. With my protein, it's clearly the tenderloin, followed by the eggs, then the bacon, then the cream cheese, and even my coffee, because I drink the VitaCup Genius Blend, or at least that's what I'm having today. 3%, there's 1 gram, 1 gram of protein in it. And what the heck, might as well try the fat. So the fat, it's Fourth and Heart ghee butter is 33 grams. That's the highest. And then the ultra heavy whipping cream, Organic Valley, is 24 grams, followed by the tenderloin, which is kind of low fat compared to other cuts. And then 12 grams of fat from the eggs, and so on and so forth. So the Cronometer is really quite nifty if you're interested. And that's why I like it as much as I like it for the tracking, because you can find out, well, if I'm having, suddenly on my Cronometer, on my Carnivish food plan, I end up with 4.5 carbs, and it's like, where's that coming from? So I can check it out and see. So it just works for me. Not that I'm obsessed with it. I just like to kind of know where things come from. And then when it's executive decision time at the grocery store, I can make the decision, which is how I ended up with the sweet baby lettuce. The baby butter lettuce that I can't find anywhere was the lowest. And then the sweet baby lettuce from Olivia's is the next lowest. And it goes all the way up. I think the highest is romaine. So just if you're interested in low carb and you still want that crunch of a salad, just be aware that lettuces do have a great deal of difference, as do sausages and other kind of processed meats like that. So this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, and it's just a regular old Carnivish day for me. How about you? Are you challenged by anything in your keto or transition to carnivore or Carnivish lifestyle? Is there anything that you wish you could make different that you're having a hard time adjusting to? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.